In this lesson, I will explain how to create perforated brick wall. There are two methods to do so. I will first draw two types of walls to show you these two methodologies. I duplicate the existing brick wall, give it a name with perforated finish, and OK. So I will go now to the elevation view and would like to see the texture, so I switch to realistic view. Maybe make it wall a bit lower, up to level 2. And first method is to creating cutouts in geometry by editing profile of the wall. But once I'm in editing profile mode, the texture is gone. So first I have to create detail lines which will match with brick texture. So I'm drawing just rectangular lines on top of the bricks. I will choose line style lines which is green, so it's better to see it on top of this bricks. And once couple of rectangles are drawn, I can use a copy command to duplicate it horizontally as well as vertically. So it's a bit tedious work, but using a copy command we can make it faster. By mistake I dragged and also this wall, and you see this error. We can cope with that deactivating drag and drop option from selection options. So now I can use this selection with frame command to select and copy these rectangles above. Right now, when I'm in editing profile mode, I can use pick line commands to create these cutouts. So it will be physical cutouts in a geometry. I can do this faster by pointing on one of the lines, clicking tab on my keyboard, and now I can select chain of lines at once. I will not do all the openings. I think you get the idea behind this methodology. And when I'm in a realistic mode, these cutouts are clearly visible. But the second method is connected with editing texture of the material itself. When I go to appearance, first I will duplicate material, but when I'm duplicating a brick common material, there is not a cutout option available. So I will create a new generic material, give it a new name, and make it from scratch. I will change the scene to walls and look for the image. I will select gray brick common and change its scale, because these bricks are too dense right now. I would like to make it bigger, and as I mentioned, there's a cutout option, and I would like to show you an example of a cutout texture. You see that cutouts are made out of these black shapes. So when something is black, Revit reads it as a cutout. So I have to edit the brick texture first in Photoshop to achieve such look. I will duplicate this layer and create new one with a black field color, right? I fill it with black. It's underneath the original texture. So now I create selections and cutouts, but I have to be sure that I'm on a correct layer. So I undo these changes. I go to the top layer and click delete once I select such. So we have to do this with all the other bricks that we want to remove from the project. So it's also a bit tedious work, but once we are done, the final effect should look something like this. I will save it in PNG file format and now load it in a cutout section. Make sure that the scale is the same as the original picture. And also I can add some bumps to make it even more realistic. Let's see how it looks in reality. We already see that the cutouts are made. And also when I do the rendering, the cutouts are clearly visible. So we can create a stunning visualization using this option, and you have to pay attention that using the second method, editing not geometry but material texture, is better for Revit file performance. So it's up to you to choose. If you have to have an opening, physical opening in Revit model, you will have to create cutouts using the first option. If not, it's recommended to use material texture cutouts.